Hey folks, Rob and I are here in Grey County on the Bruce Peninsula. In this week's Wild Game Kitchen, Rose is going to help us prepare some wild turkey from the area. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with our turkey episode. Life offers no guarantees, but the one thing that we've learned for sure is that the time we have is indeed precious. The more time we spend with family, with friends, and with nature can make the difference between living a good life and living a great one. Join us on our quest to be participants rather than observers, to learn from our mistakes, to share our successes and our failures as we spend all the time we have chasing our dreams, fueling our passion, and fueling our fire in the great outdoors.
Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by Closed captioning for Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by Owen Sound Transportation Company.
You guys go in there. I'm gonna finish my coffee.
Try this new double stock and call. See if I can get something right.
Tanya, get out.
I better go because I have better hearing.
All right, yeah, Rob can't hear anything.
Okay, we'll just make a call and see if anything fires up out here. Oh, way off in the distance. Look at that. Okay, folks, we just rolled into this county forest. We've drove by it a dozen times and never stopped here. So we rolled in. I just jumped in with a box call. One hit. There's a turkey goblin, and he's firing all on his own. So we're gonna run down this trail, try to get it in a little bit closer to him, and see if we can make this happen. Come on. We've come in here today with no decoys. We're gonna let those birds on us. We're only going to call a little bit so we don't spook them too bad. Watch your movement. There's lots of eyes looking at us. There's 3 jakes there, Tanya. No, there's 4 jakes. The front one. That front one is a jake too.
I don't care. I'm taking him.
Okay, I have no shot now. He's behind a tree. I'm on the one on the front. The front one. Take him. You got him good with that second shot, babe. No, he's up there flopping.
That second shot was a long shot.
I doubted that you got him. I'm sorry I doubted you.
That was the first bird twice at. And I actually got him.
All right, folks, you saw our 2014 turkey opener. Tanya made an awesome shot. How far was that shot? Maybe 50-yard shot for sure. We had 4 jakes come in, right? 4 jakes come in. This one was fanning up like you saw on the video. I was on the camera today, so I was trying to do my video cameraman best to try and pick these birds out of all of that brush. Of course, they didn't come where we planned for them to come, or we would have had a real good camera shot. But we wanted to get this first bird under our belt, and that we did with Tanya's sharpshooting and Rob's awesome calling. I don't know. That was an awesome first hunt.
Very exciting.
Right out of the truck. We just had to come in a couple hundred yards, and I wanted to finish my coffee, so we actually drove around the block, and Rob said, you know what, there's a piece of county property here. Let's go in and check it out. And sure enough, he got them all fired up, and Tanya got her first bird of 2014. Awesome job. High five. Bang. Bang. All right, good job. We'll be right back.
Segment of Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by Wikwemikong Tourism.
Hey folks, welcome back to Fuel the Fire TV. Now, I love hunting with Tanya, and one of the reasons is she's never afraid to pull that trigger. She's rarely concerned with trophy status, and once she commits to an animal, it's in big trouble.
It is. That first shot though was amazing how that Jake ducked that shot.
You know, right as she was pulling the trigger, that Jake ducked underneath.
Yeah.
The second shot though hit its mark, and it's because of the equipment we use. We're just stopping in Sudbury at Ramaco's Source for Adventure. Brian Ramaco has set us up with some guns for the season, and we're gonna pick them up. We're super excited to see what he has in store for us. He's promised us that we're gonna like it, and we're just gonna stop in here and meet with him and pick up those firearms.
Hi Neil, welcome. Rob, welcome.
How's it going?
Great, yourself?
Good.
Have we got some firearms to show you guys? It'll knock your socks off. We've got Paul coming over shortly, and he's going to take the ball from here and get you guys all set up.
Okay, so this is the turkey gun that you guys are going to be using. We have put on a fast fire speed bead for you. Okay. So it's very, very quick. You keep both eyes open. You'll see the target acquisition in there with a red sight. And when you pull the trigger, bird's in trouble. To depress the action, you would hit this little clip. It will fall back. The choke that we have put in here right now is a full choke. Turkey hunting, you want as tight a pattern as possible. Yep. So it comes with 3 chokes, but the full is the tightest that it comes with. Okay. There are some other chokes that you can buy to keep it even tighter if you wish.
Well folks, there you have it. It looks like Christmas came early for Fuel the Fire TV. We're super excited to be working with this firearm, with all of these firearms. We want to thank Brian at Ramaco's and obviously Paul, who's a great technician. He shows us all the time what we need to do, what we can and what we can't do. And I'm sure we'll have more questions, Paul, but we can't wait to get in the field and try practicing with this. Remember folks, to fuel the passion and fuel the fire, you have to get outdoors. Thanks again.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Welcome to this week's Learning Curve tip. You heard Paul talking about chokes for your firearms. When it comes to turkey hunting, most shotguns come with 3 standard chokes. The Benellis come with 3 as well, with the full choke being your tightest standard option.
That's right. And there's many other options of aftermarket chokes, and I'm going to demonstrate right now of what they can do.
First, Rob's going to show us what a 25-yard shot looks like using a full choke with this Benelli. Next up, Rob's going to show us the difference in the shot spread using the full turkey choke at 25 yards.
There you have it. Every little bit helps when you're paying attention to detail.
That's right. There were times when we wished we had that set up, when we didn't have enough to get out and reach those birds.
This week's Learning Curve tip is about turkey chokes and how important they are for your success.
Now let's put that Benelli into action. Hey folks, welcome to Fuel the Fire TV, Season 1, our turkey episode. I'm hunting with Rob and Tanya. We're down in Southern Ontario. I'm on the camera. We're hoping that Rob has some serious luck coming his way. Now he started off on the bad foot. We're all ready to get into the bush and he doesn't have his license. So hopefully that luck is going to turn around and we're going to bring you some turkey action real soon. Now you ready to go, buddy?
Yep. Being unprepared causes us a lot of time, valuable time. Neil, I can hear him behind me. I can hear him drumming. I think he's coming up to the right here.
Day one, turkey opener. Rob gets a nice tom down. This bird came and skirted right behind us. I swear, what was that, Rob? 7 yards?
Yeah, he was like right.
Rob says, is that a turkey beside me? He didn't even want to look over there because that turkey was right on top of him. And it looks like a real good tom. Come and check this out. Dude. Yes, gotta get some fist pump. Yeah.
What's that? 10 minutes hunting?
Wow, it just opened. Like, I mean, it's got a good, oh, that's a good 7 inches anyway.
Yeah.
Nice big spurs on him.
It's a great bird for the first opener. 2015. It's got some, clean off his hooks here. Got some real nice hooks on him. With a 7-inch beard. I'm pretty happy.
That happened fast.
Last year my boy came out with me, I don't know what, 3 or 4 times. We worked hard and we never got turkey because we couldn't get him on video good enough. And this one come right out open in the morning.
That's a good hunt. Wow, that happened fast.
Yeah.
Good job.
Like right over our heads.
Poof. One down, Tanya, you're up. You're shooting next.
Well,
Remember, folks, to fuel your passion and fuel the fire, you got to get outdoors. We only have 1 day. We're here down for opening day, and then we got to get back to work tomorrow. And we made it happen because we got off the couch. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more turkey action.
Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by North Meridian Enterprises.
Hey folks, in this week's Wild Game Kitchen, we're going to be cooking a stuffed rolled turkey breast. This recipe doesn't take very long. Cooking time is about 45 minutes to an hour, and the ingredients are simple. Like you've seen in previous Wild Game Kitchens, I love to cook with butter and with bacon. Okay, so we got our turkey breast here. We're just going to take off a little bit of this excess. This is going to go back in for the turkey soup, and then we're going to butterfly it open, right? Just like this. Because we want to try and make sure that it's about a ½ inch thick at the very most. Okay, so once you have your turkey breast filleted open or butterflied open, take a little bit of plastic and just cover it. And then you're going to take a meat mallet and you're just going to make sure that it's flat. You want to make sure that it's consistent, a consistent thickness, so that when you're cooking it, it actually cooks the same all the way through. Okay, so this recipe calls for some dressing, some turkey stuffing. You can make your own, but when I'm doing it, it's going to be easy, so I just have some box stuffing. You bring 1 cup of water to a boil. You put in a little bit of butter. Well, in my case, a lot of butter, so 2 tablespoons or so. You bring that to a boil, and then you pour in your stuffing. You let that stuffing sit for about 5 minutes, and then it's easier to work with when you put it on your turkey breast. Just because we're gonna wrap it in bacon, and we wanna catch any of that grease that falls on the pan. We're gonna put a little bit of butter on there, right? All right, so we're also gonna add a little bit of an apple to this stuffing. So we're gonna peel it, and then we're just gonna put these little pieces in there, right into the stuffing. That'll help cool it down. And so we're gonna put our stuffing right on the turkey breast like this, and we're gonna mold that into a roll. Then you just take the turkey breast and you're gonna create your roll, just like so. My favorite part is we get to add bacon. So we're just gonna lift it up, put a little bit of bacon underneath. So the bacon is going to help it stay together. We're gonna preheat the oven to 375 degrees. We're gonna put the turkey in for about 45 minutes or until the turkey reaches an internal temperature of 160 degrees. All right, so we're gonna check the temperature of that meat. We're gonna want it to be about 160 degrees. We'll make sure it's at that temperature, and then we're gonna put it back in, and we're gonna put it on broil for a couple of minutes just for aesthetic purposes and crisp up that bacon. It's nice and browned up. All we're gonna do is we're gonna slice it like this. And there you have it. This week's Wild Game Kitchen, we prepared some wild turkey. I want to give credit where credit is due. Paul Kishik from down in Cape Croker provided us with this recipe, and Dorothy, my mother-in-law, always helps me prepare it. Speaking of Cape Croker, we harvested this bird down there with our friends Travis and Amber. Let's check out that hunt.
It's blowing real hard.
Yeah, it's coming right
over there. Hopefully he'll come right to the decoy. Yeah, set it 20 yards. He's right behind the tree there, Nick. Right there. Okay. He's coming on his own. They're right there. Whenever you're ready. Either one. Don't hit him.
We're in Cape Croker on the Bruce Peninsula, and we walked, I don't know, Rob, how far?
I don't know.
50 miles?
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least 10. And Travis, I'm here with Travis and Amber, and Travis's dad. We're looking for these birds. They didn't gobble. I'm wondering where they're gonna come, and Rob's like, they're right there, they're right there. And they came out at 22 yards. That was awesome. Wow, finally. Our first bird on the Cape. So we're super excited to have that happen all over again. It was a real good stock, and we had to work incredibly hard for that. I'll take that any day. He's a good bird. It's a blast. Thanks, Trav. Thanks, Blake. Thanks, Amber. Feel your passion, folks. Fuel the fire and get outdoors.
This segment of Fuel the Fire TV is brought to you by Leslie Ford.
We have a couple go-to spots in Grey County for turkey. This one's become one of our favorites. Check out 2016 opening day. Okay, Rob, we got some birds coming into the field out there. Oh yeah, behind those two. There's one, there's 2, 3, 4, there's 7 birds. There's 2 gobblers in there too, I can see them fanning up. Those are a bunch of jakes right there. Okay, I think we need to get ready here. My, look at the beard on that one. The one that just came through the fence. Just fanned up. Look, there's a doe right behind him too. That was an awesome bird, dude. This is the Benelli just hammered that bird. Like it hammered that big tom. He's a real good bird. We saw him come in. Man, this is our lucky spot down on the Bruce Peninsula. 2 years in a row we took a big tom from this spot. Man, that is just awesome. We had 9 birds in front of us, gobblers all around, like you saw in the video. I thought they were gonna attack that Jake, and he came in all fanned up. What a nice bird. I wanna go check him out. Oh yeah, this looks like a good bird, dude. Let's hold him, Ellie. Oh man, nice big spurs on him, probably an inch. Man, this is our spot, dude. Look at that. Nice big fan on him. Awesome.
Oh, look how he's got the white on
He's got a white feather in there. Look at this, folks. Just an absolute gorgeous, gorgeous big Tom down on the Bruce Peninsula. Just fantastic. What an awesome morning hunt. Raining. We were up at 3, fueling our passion and fueling our fire, getting outdoors. That's just great. Awesome. Turkey hunting for us is just another reason for us to get outdoors. When we were young, we used to love watching shows like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, or Lauren Green's Wild America, or David Suzuki's Nature of Things. Those shows inspired us, and that's exactly what we're trying to do here at Fuel the Fire TV. Inspire you to fuel your passion, fuel the fire, and get outdoors. Join us next week as we hunt whitetail deer up on Manitoulin Island. We'll see you next week.